Have you ever felt so overwhelmed by your emotions that one moment you're okay and then the other moment you feel like your life is getting out of control? Last week, I talked about the importance of your thoughts and the mental clarity that it is for your life. This week, I'm going to be talking about how your emotions affect your reality. I'm sure you've heard this a bunch of times, but why does it affect your reality? Because you are reacting based on what you're feeling, and what happens when what you're feeling is off. What you think that is happening to you is actually not what is really happening, okay? So I found the best crystal that can help you balance your emotions, harmonize your emotions, what I call the thermostat of emotions. This is not really because it's online, this is just my point of view of the crystal. It was actually kind of hard to find information about it because it is Green Zebra Jasper, and there are so many crystals out there that are Jasper in general. So I was digging down a little bit more, in particular for this type of Jasper. When we talk about Jasper in general, right? Jasper is one of the most important stones that you can find out there because Jasper was part of the 12 stones that was placed on the breastplate of judgment. It is a breastplate that the priest, the high priest, used to connect with God or the source of the divine, whoever you believed in. And each stone represented a tribe in Israel, okay? And there are many stories out there and how it works, but they use a stone as to communicate with the divine. So what does that tell me? When you're using Jasper in general, okay, as well as this crystal, that means that there's a connection with the divine. That means that you're finally open up your heart to something that is bigger than you, to something that may not make so much sense for you, but once you tap into that emotion, it will affect your life in a better way. It will improve your relationships with other people as well as yourself. So the name Jasper, what it means is spotted stones, and actually 20% of the minerals in Jaspers are foreign. So what does that tell you? It means that no crystal is the same. So whenever you're looking at Jasper, comes to this one in particular, let me show you a few that I have here. So look at the shape of this one in particular. So look at the lines right there, right? So that's one. And then let's look at this one. So every crystal will be different. So that means that every person will have a different experience. The way that this forms, it is with chloride and serpentine that is deep down in Earth's crust. And the way that it's structured, it is in layers. And the best way that I can explain this to someone who is using it is that Green Zebra Jasper, it will work with you starting from where you are. It will not rush the process, very similar to a realign. The way that this one works though is that, let's say that you are right now overwhelmed by your emotions when maybe you're going through your cycle, or if you are a woman. The way that this works is that it understands that frequency that you're currently in, and it will work with you slowly. It will not speed up the process. There are some crystals, especially high-vibrational crystals, that when you use them right away, it can sometimes create a little bit of an imbalance. Not because a crystal is bad for you, because you are not aligned with that frequency, and sometimes it could be too fast for your frequency and the crystal to adjust. The beauty of Green Zebra Jasper is that it will work with you, it will work beside you. This is not a crystal that will rush through the process. This is not a crystal that will bring you other frequency right away. So what does that mean? It means that it is a crystal that will ground you in the process as well because of the colors. It is a very grounding stone. It provides a stability to your emotions as well as your root chakra. So if you're someone that has an imbalance between the root chakra and the heart chakra, that means that you are someone where it might feel a little bit of a disconnect between the home and how you're feeling. It could be a little bit of a disconnect with the relationships that you have. Maybe it could be from your parents or your siblings, and anything that has to do with your home and the land and what you consider sacred, right? Versus what you feel. This is a great stone that will align your root chakra to your heart chakra because they are all connected. Remember, the root chakra has to do, once again, with the land, with where you came from, maybe your parents, how you were treated, maybe your siblings, your safety net, okay? If you are misaligned as well with your heart chakra, that can mean that you're not feeling connected where you are right now. You may be there because you need to be there. This sounds a lot like, you know, when you are working for a job that you know deep down you don't want to work there. This is the best way that I can explain it. Or you know, when you are in a relationship but you know deep down you don't really want to be in a relationship, but because it provides stability, or maybe it provides the safety that you need emotionally, but it doesn't provide the home for you. So it is always that imbalance that is happening between the heart chakra and the root chakra, and this is why Green Zebra Jasper is for you. This is a perfect crystal for people who make impulsive decisions. Now, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of good information from listening to your emotions. I actually listen to my emotions a lot more than my thoughts because my emotions let me know how it feels instead of how things are, I guess, based on your mindset, okay? However, me, and I don't know who can relate, whenever I'm going through a really hard time in life, I feel like cutting my hair. By the way, I did cut my hair. I don't know if you guys noticed, but it doesn't matter. I didn't cut it because I was going through a hard time in my life. I just feel like I needed to do it. It was time to let go. Okay, but that's not the point. The point is that a lot of people have told me, yes, it's true. Whenever I'm going through something, I feel like cutting my hair. So what is that? The feeling that you need to do this right now because you want to have a little bit of control, a little bit of stability of what is happening in your life. And this is why Green Zebra Jasper comes into play, because it stabilizes your emotions and it keeps you grounded, okay? So it does both at the same time. The best way to work with it is, number one, look around your life. You can actually look at it and see where or what spaces need a little bit of harmony when it comes to the emotions, a little bit of grounding. The way that you can work with the crystal is the shape itself. When it comes to this type of crystal, the way that it was carved, it can send and receive the energy. So where in your life do you need energy to be sent and received? It could be anywhere in your dining room table. There's a lot of conversations there that sometimes it can get out of hand. It could be maybe in your own room with your partner. Do you guys make decisions based on your feelings right there and there instead of looking at what is actually happening? So look at the areas in your life that need stability, not only from the emotions but from the root chakra, from the chakra that keeps you a little bit stable, a little bit more grounded. Now you can also use this for an altar. You can place a crystal in your altar right now if you have one. If you don't, you can create one. Very simple. You can put this with a clear quartz because it will amplify and magnify. Write it down. Say, hey, crystal or green Zebra Jasper, my intention is for you to create balance with my emotions, for you to create balance in whatever is happening in your life, and let the crystal work for you. You can also place it at work, around your desk. Just remember the whole point. The crystal, for it to work, is number one, you can either create a crystal grid or an altar. Just create a space to anchor that energy. That's the key, to anchor that energy. Or you can wear it with you. You can go ahead and put it in your pocket. Just be careful because this one, it is shaped on both ways, so it can be a little bit pointy on the other hand, so you can scratch yourself, but you can go ahead and put it in your pocket. Just be careful with it so you can always be around the energy. So if you're someone who is constantly having issues with your emotions, this is in particular very powerful for water signs. If you're a Scorpio, a Cancer, or Pisces, you know damn well, because I'm a Scorpio, that our emotions run deep like the water. That means that sometimes we can get lost in the water. We can get lost in the depth of things, okay? Especially Scorpios and Cancers. So that means that we need something to stabilize our emotions sometimes. And Green Zebra Jasper is for you. It also keeps you grounded. So a lot of signs that don't have earth energy, Green Jasper or Green Zebra Jasper is perfect for you. So if you're someone who is constantly struggling with their emotions, you're constantly making making positive decisions because of your emotions. You run deep with your feelings and it's very hard for you to get out of them because they don't keep you grounded. You're all over the place. Green Zebra Jasper is for you, and I will leave a link down below so you can find yours. So until next time, bye.